Hey guys, welcome to a bench update. So it's been a couple of weeks and I figured, hey, I've been pretty productive, well, probably more than a couple of weeks, so I'll do a quick update, kind of usual, kind of talk through what I've been up to and some new stuff I received in the mail as well. So really happy with the Meng. You see on my shoulder right here, down there, is a completed Meng F-58D. It was a really nice kit to build. Now, a couple of things off the bat, like when you do a review, like looking in the box, you can never tell till you actually build the thing. And now I build it, you can see it goes together really well. I'm not sure about the shape. I think it's okay, but the two issues really I found were the panel lines really kind of deep, and the plastic was very soft, like Airfix like. It's almost like Airfix built this kit because apart from the fit, because the fit was perfect, but the plastic was very soft, so when you sanding down, you'd like little extra parts, when you sprue attachment points and stuff, just gotta be very careful, otherwise if you go too deep, you can make big trenches inside the plastic and have to fill it and stuff. So plastic was super soft, like Airfix pretty much, and like again, the panel lines are really big too, but now it's got painted primer on, it's been weathered. I mean, I don't look at it and think, oh my god, look at those panel lines. It kind of all blends in, so I think it's okay. I think it worked out good in the end. I think it's definitely the best F-18E. Hasegawa has better kind of service detail, but this just went together so well. You get so much extra for the money. So it's about the same price as Hasegawa kit, but you get the weapons, you get the wing fold, you get choice of nozzles. What else? You get pilot figures, 2 pilot figures, which means that obviously an F and G is going to be on its way right behind this. The clear parts were the clearest I've ever seen in any kit. I mean, amazing how clear they were. And it just went together really well. I mean, I think the plastic was like maybe it milled too thicker than a Hasegawa plastic, so it's very kind of sturdy. So when even though it's soft, when you kind of put those parts together, it did fit really good joining points. It did fit really together really well. And I guess the positive of being soft plastic too is with extra thin glue, it stuck together really well, and get that bead across there and no seam lines or anything. So with the power of editing, I'll do a quick walk around, you'll be able to see a little bit more detail now I kind of talk about it. But yeah, it's really good. So I know I talked about doing the Tomcat, the Top Gun markings, but in the end I just really want to do a big job in weathering, make it really dirty and weathered up jet. So in the end I went low vis Golden Warrior markings, which I'm really kind of glad I did now. And I kept Top Gun markings, so if I do a Hornet in the future, I got those to go. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. So it's really fun build. It weathered the hell out of it. Did a couple of new techniques and stuff. So I did a 7-part video. The first part went up earlier today, and that's the cockpit. So it was really hard to show because it's so small and it's dark and it doesn't make very good video. But I think once you get like parts 2, 3, and 4, it gets more the meat and potatoes, actually putting things together and weathering it and painting it and stuff. I think it's a little bit more interesting. So hopefully that's more enjoyable. But yeah, I'm glad I built it. I mean, as soon as I got it, I built it right away. I put my own projects on hold, and yeah, you can see it turned out. I'm really happy how it turned out, and so I've been lucky. I built the Tamiya 14 followed by this guy. So that's 2 out-of-the-box kits, which are really kind of went together well and really enjoyable to build. So cool. So I did kind of put this guy on hold. So some of you might see the video alluding to the fact I've done a build video of this little guy too, this little MiG-21. This German markings from 1992. This is the Eduard Trophy Pack set. Now, one part of the video I build series, I went to a lot of time and effort putting the PE in the cockpit, the little dials and stuff. And guess what? You don't see a thing of it. Even now, looking for the canopy, you don't see a thing. So what a waste of time that was. But I know it's there anyway. So this is pretty much done. I just need to get some motivation just to finish it off. Just got to put the gear on and the doors and stuff, and we're done with this one. So this was 99% done. But yeah, this one turned out okay too. I had some problems with decals. You'll see when you see the video on this one. The Eduard decals weren't the best. I mean, they used to use Cartograph, which were the best, and they went to their own in-house stuff, and they were a little bit of a chore to use. I did bother stenciling this one because it's so small, and a lot of these stencils are just like little black dots, and it's just wasted my time sitting there doing 150 stencils or something this size. So although I put every single stencil on this one, I didn't bother at all, so it is what it is. So there are a couple of projects I've been working on. Now kind of figure out what I'm gonna do next. Probably gonna be a helicopter, because I know the helicopter before, and I'm into weathering right now. We'll see. I kind of want to do something a little bit more advanced, a bigger project, because the last couple I've actually done have been out, like say Tamiya F14, this guy, and the MiG, they're all pretty much out the box, easy kind of, 1 week, 2 week builds. So I want to do something maybe a little bit more advanced. So we'll see. I might do like, I'm kind of tempted that Rebel Tornado, the 32nd scale water resin. I'm kind of thinking about, or a bigger project like that would last me a couple of months. I'm kind of got the mojo going now for something, a bigger, more advanced project. So that might be something. Or I kind of be looking online too at some other 32nd scale kits, maybe something not quite so big, something like a like an A4 Skyhawk or something like that, possibly. I might do, but we'll see. I did flirt a little bit with a 32nd scale SU-27. I guess I might be going for a midlife crisis, and the size of that thing is huge. I had it in my cart and I always bought it, and I'm glad I didn't, because that thing is, like I say, a 32nd scale SU-27 is massive. It's like 2 feet squared. So yeah, a lot of paint and stuff. So I'm glad I almost pulled the trigger on it, but I didn't. So we'll see. So I'm having a little break for a few days. Probably get back at it in a couple of days' time, work on something else. The channel, I've done a lot of content the last few weeks. I really kind of build it up. So these build videos go through all the way through to like June pretty much. So I just need to dial it back and just kind of enjoy it a little bit, hobby for myself a little bit more than doing all these videos. Talking of which, it's a constant process, like doing these videos, like getting the quality, working on the cameras and sound and lighting and stuff. It's just never ending. So what I did find, you see on my shoulder here too, is I finally got hold of a camera extension. So now I've got a camera kind of right at an angle from a tripod, which is always in my way. I got it facing down behind me. So I think it's gonna work a lot better. And I tried the quality, it seems better quality. So what I did was I took this guy out of my stash, this little monkey bike, because this is a pretty simple kit. So I thought, as a test run, I did a quick review of this, which will go in a couple of weeks. So I did it with a new setup, and I looked at the editing, and it actually looked really good at quality. Like you can see the power lines and stuff, and it looked, lighting looked good. So fingers crossed moving forward. I mean, there's a couple of old reviews coming out, but it should get better, the quality. I mean, like I say, I'm just an amateur guy, and it's never ending. I know people complain about issues like where we're focusing or sound. There's always something going on, right? So but I'm always tweaking and trying to make things better. And over months and years they will, but just a small little channel. So talking of which, again, that makes a good segue. Last year I was pretty much running around about 300 subscribers, like for most of the year, and then now I'm up to almost 1,000. So I just really appreciate and humbled by all the people subscribing the last few months in particular. I think it really took off around about Thanksgiving time when I did the F16. I think that was kind of a turning point where I went from like 300-400 to something like 800 and up and up and up. And right now I think about like 916 or something. So the way things are going, by the end of this month I should be hitting the 1,000 mark, which that's, for me, that's really satisfying, because when I started this out, my whole goal, in life, when I have business, whether it be business or personal, whatever, I set goals, and my goal with this was I always see if I can set up a YouTube channel and get to 1,000 subscribers. That was kind of my thing. And then a year later, or 18 months later, I'm almost there. So I'm real humbled, and again, I thank you everybody for subscribing and stuff. I don't just click on the button, but it does help. And yeah, I want to get that 1,000. I'll definitely crack open a beer or something to celebrate, because it's a lot of work doing all this stuff. I mean, building this Meng F18, is probably, I don't know, I'll throw a number out, it's probably 20-30 hours of work, but by the time you add the editing and the videoing and stuff, it only turns like 100 hours of work. It like triples or quadruples the time when you do these videos. So it does take a lot of work, editing and all this rest of stuff, but I do enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy it, that's hence why I'm doing it right now. So hopefully there are some use of some people. I know some kind of crappy quality and stuff, but I say I always strive to do better every single time, make things better every single build video and stuff. Yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at. So I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think next up is really, I mean, I've talked about my builds. So I think all's left to talk about now is really just kind of some new kits I received in the mail. So let me go get those, and then I'll show you kind of what I got, and kind of talk through those upcoming projects as well. Okay, power of editing. Got stuff right here. So I had a Italeri A10C, and I pretty much everything for it. I had like the resin cockpit, I had resin engines, I had like the resin avionics bays and wings, I had metal pitot tubes, you name it, I had everything. But every time I looked in the box, I was like, this is so much work and project on a Italeri kit, I don't know if I want to deal with this. So in the end, I sold it on eBay, and I funded some other projects. So moved it on, and that's kind of what I do. I mean, sometimes I get into these things, and my big thing for this year, which I kind of discovered in my modeling, is it's not always about the aftermarket. Like sometimes get kits and automatically buy cockpits, buy all this kind of stuff, and then it just makes the thing so much difficult. Like again, go back to the main build or the F14, out the box, easy, no stress, no problem. So a lot of stuff too you don't see, like in the like getting cockpit tubs, like the MiG-21, you can get photo etch for that, but why? You don't see any of it. So it's I don't know. So where I'm kind of at with this year is I'm kind of wanting to focus more on just keep things simple. If you don't see it, there's no point spending the money or spending the time to do it. So one thing I still like to do is obviously the canopy masks. That's a given for me. What else? Maybe painting masks, external stuff you might see. So like, I don't know, pitot tubes, that kind of stuff. Seats, I always like resin seats. But when it comes to things like, sometimes like the weapons, like you saw, we've all seen the upcoming Tamiya video. I bought all the resin weapons. The Tamiya ones were actually better, and the resin ones were so hard to work with. They're so hard to cut without breaking. It was just a big waste of money. So it's just about staying focused and staying with the kit. So this year I'm kind of thinking like, kind of keep more simple. If you don't see it, there's no point. Like wheel wells, like my aircraft are always on the ground, like wheels down. I'm not going to do anything underneath it. Wheel wells, weapon bays, that kind of stuff. You don't see it. So why am I going to spend the time and money and possibly damaging the kit and the stress and the hassle of doing it when you're not going to see it? So that's kind of my philosophy for this year, what I've been following, and so far, I mean, kind of really enjoying what I'm doing. So that being said, I funded some other projects. So this, we always talk about it many times. So I've got the Meng F-18, you guys know about that. So that came, it got delayed. I should have got like 2 or 3 weeks earlier, but because of Chinese New Year and COVID delays and shipping, all that kind of stuff. Then we had ice storms. It took forever to get here. So I got it and, you know, I built it and obviously filmed it, edited. That's the one thing too I should note, I forgot to mention earlier too, is not taking a shot at any other channels, but if I do a build video, I always make sure I finish the build, have it edited and ready to go before I even put the first part up. I just think that's common courtesy, because there's nothing worse than people who start these builds. There's some people in particular, I'm not going to mention any names, but they constantly start projects and never finish them, and they do it 1 or 2 parts and move on to the next one. It just, for me as a viewer, that kind of frustrates me a little bit. So one thing I always kind of strive for this channel is I always don't do half finished stuff. If I do something, it's gonna be finished. So like I said, I've got my build videos laid out for the next few months or so, because I built them, I've edited it, I spent the time, they're uploaded on YouTube, schedule ready to go. So if I do anything, I know you can get a full video. So the Meng done, fully finished. This one just fresh, re-arrived, still in plastic, is the Academy, I think it's a Viper, right? AH-1Z, 35th scale. This is a beautiful kit. I think we've all seen it, slide molded stuff. I might do a quick review of this one too. It's a fantastic kit, but I kept putting myself off about it. I don't know, I wasn't a huge helicopter fan, and I just, despite what you see right there, but I've seen quite a few of these build up recently, and I kind of like the fact that you can really kind of weather these up, kind of go to town with these helicopters. So it's not badly priced. I think this one's like 45 bucks or something from Scale Hobbyist. So I picked this one up. I know it's going to be a beautiful kit, and this might be my next build. We'll see. But yeah, so I got this guy. Cool looking. Then you guys seen a review of this big monster in the box. This big boy, the SH-60 Romeo, right? Yeah, MH-60R. It's a Seahawk. Beautiful kit. Has a few little niggles here and there, but I think if you just follow some Phil Flory's videos and stuff, and he'll guide you on the way, I think, to get this done. Not quite ready, I don't think, to do this one yet. I think I'm going to build a helicopter or 2 first to get my kind of feet wet before I kind of dive into this big project. But I definitely want to do the tiger marking scheme right there, if you can see that. All of them are beautiful, the 6 markings on this, but if you saw the review, you know with this one, the decals aren't individual tiger stripes, they're giant like sides of the panel, like giant pieces. You have to really cut it out. I did see D&M Models do a paint mask set from tiger markings, which was really cool, but it was like 25 bucks. I'm not going to pay 25 bucks for a mask set when you buy another kit for that, right? So it's too expensive. But yeah, this awesome looking aircraft, yeah, helicopters and aircraft. So that's the second helicopter. Finally, this guy, the Kiowa. Now I might redo the review of this one because I did it before and now I've got better setup. It might be better quality, so I might redo this one tonight. But I never heard of this before, and I randomly came across some video on YouTube I watched, and then I came across then like 2 weeks later I found a podcast, the same aircraft, and I kind of didn't really know anything about it, and I kind of learned about it. I thought, oh, it's kind of cool. So as you do, you go on ScaleMates and look it up and see what's available. There's only one kit. I think it's MRC kit, and then it was reboxed as this, and then reboxed as Academy. Sorry, this is Academy. Reboxed as Revell of Germany. The Revell Germany one is $10 more than this one, and I actually like these markings better because it's Black Death, the olive drab, Hilo drab I want to do. The Revell one was like desert markings, I think. So this is actually a better one. It's $10 cheaper. So I think this was about $30 shipped, which wasn't bad at all. Not too much in it, but it looks pretty cool. Has a lot of detail in here, like in terms of the cabin and like the back here. There's some hatches open and stuff. So I think this looks a really cool kind of build too. So yeah, so somehow I've ended up with 3 helicopters in the past few weeks. That's probably going to be it. I don't think I really have buy anything else right now. Oh, and a couple of small things too is, you guys know I like follow the channel, know I like my Mr. Surfacer Black 1500 for priming. I looked online my usage. I think I get through like between like 6-8 of these bottles a year, which thin down. So I use it for everything. So I've got 3 more. I got the AH-1Z. I got these 2 because Scale Hobbyist is the best price for these. These like $5.99 a bottle, which is a jar, which isn't bad. Whereas a lot of other places like $8-9. So it's a lot cheaper from Scale Hobbyist. So when I buy from there, I stock up. So I got 3 more of those, which will see me through for a few more builds. And then finally, last but not least, I'm out of clear green. And I don't know if you guys know, but Tamiya clear colors, they always go so goopy and gooey and stuff. So I thought, you know what, let's try something different. So this time I went with Mr. Color Clear Green 138. Now, I'll give it a shot. I mean, I opened it real quick and looked, and it doesn't seem so gloopy. Obviously, it's new, so I want to just give this a shot and see if it's any better than Tamiya clears. Obviously, this is lacquer, not acrylic. But some reason, the Tamiya LP paints don't do a clear green. They do a clear red, blue, orange, I think, but they don't do a green. So, yeah, strange that. But so yeah, I mean, you don't light here and there, so this will last forever. But like I say, the Tamiya stuff gets so gloopy and kind of treacly. Yeah, I'm interested to see how this guy works, if it's any better. And that is it. So yeah, we got over what I've been working on, what I purchased, and quick update. So I'm not quite sure when my next project's going to be. Like I said, I've got things at Little MiG I've got to finish off. Just an hour or 2 work. Probably could finish off this weekend, and then I'll start getting something else. Maybe the Academy helicopter, the AH-1Z I might get into, possibly. But we'll see. But yeah, that's it. So again, thank everybody for those kind comments, support, all new subscribers and stuff. Like I say, I'm every day, every video, hopefully get better and better. It's just learning, it's just learning and limited resources and stuff as well. But hopefully, the camera and stuff. And I actually went through, that camera I have there was actually a third of the price the camera I had originally. It's just ironic. I had a really expensive camera, and people still complaining of focusing issues. So I found another channel who did really good videos, and I asked him what he had. So I went and got the same Canon one as he got there. So, and that's actually a third of the price. So it just shows you that money isn't always everything, right, with this stuff. But yeah, that's it. So I'm waffling way too much now. So I hope you guys have a good week. And as always, Tuesdays are my review videos and Fridays are my build videos. Once again, thanks for everybody, all new subscribers and stuff. Welcome aboard, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.